it's completely Vince McMahon because he has no idea how to book the undercard. It's completely his fault because he keeps changing everything and, meshing up storylines, and he does not know where to go for the undercard, and it's just now finally starting to take shape 2 weeks away.
And, people get mad about Triple H and his whole angle with Brock Lesnar and that whole catastrophe that's going on with that. Yeah, that. Here's what Vince should do. Until he's ready to step down, the main angles, the top storylines, Vince, you take that. Triple H has been took over NXT, and NXT is one of the best things about the WWE right now. Because I pay attention to NXT. I'd rather watch NXT than watch the main roster most weeks. Because it's well put together and it tells a story well. And let Hunter, because he's done a good job with that, let him book the undercard. Because if he's booking it the way that NXT is booked, the undercard would have been set up a week ago. And we would have known everything going on. And we would have had like a couple bits and pieces that would need to be put together. And everything would have been fine. Come them last 2 weeks of WrestleMania, all you have to do is just like air video packages or what have you. And Mania would have been signed, sealed, delivered, and people would be like, okay, I gotta see this WrestleMania. True people are interested in Mania because The Rock's headlining it, and you have some of them old school wrestling fans who like Triple H, or they like Brock Lesnar. God help people who like Brock Lesnar. Or they like CM Punk, or they like The Undertaker. They're interested because of those storylines. But the undercard, for people like us who care about the people on the undercard, it sucks. Cause maybe some of us don't care about this Undertaker match. Some of us might not care about Brock Lesnar versus Triple H 2, cause 1 was so great the first time and they decided to do it twice. I don't know why. Some of us might not care about John Cena versus The Rock. So you have to give something for everybody. You remember back before like WrestleMania 18, that god awful WrestleMania, or was it 19? I can't remember. It was one of them X pay-per-views that they had that were god awful, where everything had its place, and people who didn't really care about the undercard could watch the main event stuff. People who only cared about certain things, they got what they wanted out of the pay-per-view. You used to have those pay-per-views, and I don't know what's going on with Vince. He might be going through his second midlife crisis, but he's booking out of his ass, and it's not coming off well at all. And the only people who are suffering are the fans are suffering, but the talents are suffering that much worse. And for them, they're not getting over, or the wrong people are getting over, or they're getting no reaction, or people are like, wait, you're still employed. Why are you still employed? Like, last week I found out Yoshitatsu was still working in the WWE. And I thought he got fired like 6 months ago because you're not booking people right. And I'm not saying Yoshitatsu would ever be a world champion, but you could do so much with the people that you have if you book them the right way.
I'm going to have to bring back a phrase that I used to say when shit wasn't going right. WWE, get your shit together. And with that,
yes, please.
With that, I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of the SmackDown Rundown.